Welcome to Seneca Lady Indian Softball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're listening to the official pregame show of the Seneca Lady Indians. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And a pleasant good afternoon, and we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri as we get set for high school softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. I'm Ben Wolcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. Seneca comes in 3-9 overall, but 2-1 in Big 8 play. Nevada 12-3 overall, and they come in at 4-0 in Big 8 play. This is actually the last game for Nevada before they flip to the second half of their round robin. Seneca still has one more team to go before you flip to the second half for their round robin. And so Nevada, obviously the front runner here as they've beaten all the other four teams in the Big 8 before they get to the second portion of their schedule.
Yeah, that's Nevada's had notorious. They had a good team last year, and it was young, and they've just continued. They know, and everybody knows that probably they're the ones to beat. Trying to beat them. They're a very good team. They're very well coached, and Nevada always seems to come up with a good softball team up there. They play a lot of. They must play a lot of softball, a lot of travel softball, and all that. But the girls like it, and if the girls like it, and you're producing pretty good teams afterwards, then they got to like the coach as well.
Go ahead, take our first time out of the afternoon. Come back with more after this on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10-plus acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
Churches everywhere preach that heaven and hell are real and that a relationship with Jesus Christ is the only way to get to heaven.
When you hear such a message, you can do one of two things.
Billy Graham.
First, you can reject it, laugh it off, take it lightly, or you can weigh the facts, heed the warning, and gauge your life and actions accordingly, and repent of your sins, and turn to Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior.
So what does repent of your sins mean? It means you're sorry for the sins that you've committed, and you ask the Lord to help you stop sinning.
It is never too late to repent. never too late to turn to Christ. All the way through the scriptures, it teaches that God is a God of love, forgiveness, and mercy.
And He wants you to know all three. Someone is ready to talk with you right now when you call 888-388-2683. That's 888-388-2683. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as about 15 minutes away here from first pitch from Seneca as we get set for high school softball here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network. Daryl, we talked about Tuesday just this team building some confidence, and it seems like they're building more and more confidence as things go along. You know, started the year, I think it was 0-8 overall, and now they're sitting at 3-9, 2-1 in the Big 8 conference, have won 3 of their past 4 ball games.
It just seems like they've got some confidence going, and I'll tell you one of the biggest things was when Maddie Collinsworth, you know, they decided to try to get her to pitch, and she said she would try to pitch. Well, she comes in to pitch, which is allow Rhodes to go to third and allows Callie Rhodes to have a little bit of time off, and she's getting more confidence at the mound. And the girls are having more confidence making plays behind her. And we've seen that at Aurora. She came in and, had maybe one run scored?
One run in 3 innings.
Yes, and did a very good job. And then Callie Rhodes finished it off. They brought her back in. But that's one thing, just a little bitty things that you're getting around. You're trying different things, and the girls are starting to sink in of where they're playing at all the time. And they're just getting better and more confident.
This is the last game for Seneca. Or no, they still have 2 more games. They have 1 more game after this one before you flip around, as they will face Monette here next Tuesday. Next week, a busy week for Seneca. They actually have games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That Joplin game originally scheduled for Wednesday the 25th is now Monday the 23rd. And that's a special start time of 3 o'clock instead of 4:30. So Monday, that Joplin game at 3 o'clock instead of 4:30. We'll have that broadcast. Tuesday at home against Monette, and then Thursday at home against Mack County, and that starts the second half of the round-robin schedule. And so right now, you know, this is an important game for both these teams because not only is it a Big 8 game, Nevada's in the same district as Seneca as well, so this is a district game. If you can somehow find a way to pull off an upset, you got to feel pretty good about your chances in district.
Well, just have a good seed, you know. I mean, they've beaten Cassville. They beat Aurora.
They've beaten Logan-Rogersville.
And Logan-Rogersville. They're all in the district. So, yeah, even though Seneca, they're coming on late, their record doesn't, you know, indicate, you know, that they're really that they've had a good too good of a season up until now. But still, yet, I mean, they've played some tough teams, and they are, like I said, they're starting to gel. They go to Branson this weekend. I mean, they've got, you talk about a busy week, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks if you think about it. You had games Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You get Sunday off. Then you go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday the next week as well. And then the next thing you know, after next week, you're almost dipping into October.
Yeah, it's to me, it's just it's amazing how many softball games these girls can get in. And you know, like I said, they're going to Branson this week, and they're playing 5 games, maybe 2 to 3 games each day on Friday and Saturday. So it's tough. It's probably fun for the girls to get out, you know, and spend the night in the motel room, you know, kind of hang around with one another. I think these girls all get along very well, and sometimes that just brings you even closer together.
Go ahead, take another timeout, come back with more. We'll give you the starting lineups after this. You count down to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy here on the KNEO, Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
A lot of people put Billy Graham on a pedestal. They thought if anyone could get into heaven by being a good Christian, Mr. Graham would make the cut. But he was the first person to disagree with that.
I can't live the Christian life. Billy Graham is a total flop when it comes to living the Christian life.
Wow, so if Billy Graham couldn't do it on his own, what hope do you and I have to get into heaven? Mr. Graham knew that hope comes from God.
You don't inherit it. You don't deserve it. God gives it by grace. God just gives it to you if you reach up and receive by faith. If we confess with our mouths the Lord Jesus and believe in our hearts that God hath raised him from the dead, we shall be saved. You have to believe he's the Son of God, that he died for you, that he rose again, that he's alive.
Have more questions? Check out our website, findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back. Your starting lineups here sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic and Langford Insurance. First for the visiting Nevada Lady Tigers, coming in at 12-3 overall, 4-0 in Big 8 play. Leading off is the second baseman, number 5, Kaylee Holcomb. Batting second and doing the pitching, number 7, Peyton Eaton. Batting third and doing the catching, number 13, Ella Hethman. The cleanup hitter is the shortstop, number 2, Kalia Johnson. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 14, Addie McEnroy. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 1, Haley Harding. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 8, Hallie Richmond. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 17, Kanaya Johnson. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 19, Layla Hendricks. Now the starting lineup for the Seneca Lady Indians. Come in 3-9 overall, but 2-1 in Big 8 play. Leading off is the center fielder, number 4, Callie Fields. Batting second and playing left field, number 22, Maddie Collinsworth. Batting third and pitching, number 17, Callie Rhodes. The cleanup hitter is the right fielder, number 15, McKaylee Mitchell. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, number 25, Cordy Hancock. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 5, Jolie King. Batting seventh and doing the catching, number 10, Rayleigh Davis. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 24, Ashton Lannon. And batting ninth is the designated player, number 1, Kesley Plattner. The flex player is the first baseman, number 11, Abby Steltzen. Daryl, one flip in the lineup here for Seneca is Jolie King moving up to 6th and Davis moving down to 7th, but otherwise it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing pretty good. I mean, Jolie's been hitting the ball good. Rayleigh Davis has been hitting it. You know, she's hit some hot shots. But, you know, it's I don't know if who knows what that little lineup change. I don't think is going to change much at all. They know what they're doing. They know where they're at. So that's just, I don't know. Not going to change a whole lot, I don't think.
It's a very warm day here in Seneca as it is 94 at the moment. Feels like 102. I mean, that's something you've been practicing in all summer long, and summer has decided it is not quite done with us just yet.
Well, you know, the forecast is, I mean, you know, hopefully we get this week over with, and next week will be a whole lot better. But, you know, 94, 95 degrees outside, they've been practicing in it all the time. They're used to it. It's nothing to them. You know, they might sweat a little bit, but, you know, I know they have drinks over there and keep them hydrated, so they're used to it.
Well, I know I'm not used to it. You'd think I'd be used to it, but I'm sweating up here in the press box. I might go through about 2 or 3 shirts.
No, yeah, but I know where you work and spend most of your day. You know, you work indoors, and it's tough. I mean, it is tough if you're used to that air conditioner all the time to step outside in 95-degree heat. Yeah, it's not easy, and it's probably harder than these girls are, and it's probably harder on the referees and the umpires.
Yeah, especially the home plate umpire. I mean, you got all that equipment on top of you as well. So, but you know, like you mentioned to me off camera. Well, we're not really on camera,
off
but
camera, off air.
Off air is just the fact that you know, everybody's pretty much used to it, and they'll definitely be hydrated, making sure they get their water as well. I mean, because you know these umpires, not only do they do the fall, they also do the spring, so they do kind of get used to it as well because it's getting hot in the springtime as well.
Well,
so.
You know these umpires are somewhere about every night. You know, they love to play the game. They love to watch the kids play, and they're trying to do the best that they can. And you know, they're out there in the heat on the weekends, you know, trying to get, you know, letting these girls play. And that's you know, if we can get more people involved in that and some fans that get kind of ridiculous if something just doesn't go quite with what they think it is. They get a little ridiculous, and it just kind of runs some good people off from being umpires. That's a shame.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't heard it as much this year as we have in the past couple years, so maybe they're doing a good job of recruiting some umpires and officials, but anytime you can get some of those younger kids out of high school and college to be umpires, it only helps you down the road because, you know, everybody's, you know, at some point everybody's going to retire or you can't keep up with high school kids. So,
yeah, I mean, you know, it's just the way it is. And when I was coaching, I didn't want my parents jumping on no umpires or referees. I'm like, hey, you know, ease off. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's not going to change the outcome.
No, it's not. And umpires will make bad calls. Absolutely, they will. But if you give them time, they'll realize that and usually give you a call back. So
we'll go ahead, take a timeout for the national anthem. Come back with the start of the ball game after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Nevada. Give you Nevada's lineup here one more time. Kaylee Holcomb leads things off. Peyton Eaton batting second. Batting third is the catcher, Ella Hethman. The cleanup hitter is the shortstop, Kalia Johnson. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Addie McEnroy. Sixth is the center fielder, Haley Harding. Seventh is the first baseman, Hallie Richmond. Eighth is the left fielder, Kanaya Johnson. And ninth is the right fielder, Layla Hendricks. Seneca looks like this in the field, and it's not any different than it has been for almost every other game this season. In the left field, you have Maddie Collinsworth. In center field, Callie Fields. Right field, McKaylee Mitchell. At third base, you have Ashton Lannon. At shortstop, you have Gordy Hancock. Second base is Jolie King. And at first base is Abby Steltz with a battery of Rayleigh Davis catching Callie Rhodes here this afternoon. As Seneca finishes their warm-up tosses, Seneca, the white pants, red tops, blue trim, blue numbers. Nevada, the gray pants. That's kind of red, purple, whatever your reddish tops,
I'm
white
not even
trim.
sure.
It's not red, but it's some kind of red.
I don't know. Kind of rust or colored or something. I don't know.
And white trim and numbers for Nevada. It's 94 degrees here at first pitch. First pitch is coming a couple minutes late. It is 4:33 at the time of first pitch, as that pitch is low for a ball to Kaylee Holcomb, and we're underway. Want to know the count here on Holcomb. Holcomb, Eaton, and Hethman are the three due up here against Callie Rhodes.
See if Callie can pitch just a little bit more. I don't know what you want to say better. I just want to say more consistent after that strike there, because she had a little rough start at Aurora, but came back in the last half of that game and pitched pretty well.
Yeah, the 6th and 7th, she pitched extremely well. She came in the 5th and actually gave up the lead. But I think that pitch was high. So it counts 2-1, and we actually have a scoreboard again tonight. So if I lose track of what's going on, I don't have to ask as much.
Yeah, hopefully.
We don't have to rely on ourselves. So that 2-1 pitch is outside, and the count's 3-1. Walks have been an issue for Callie the last couple of games. I didn't tally it up against Aurora, but in that second inning where against Aurora, when they sent 11 to the plate, there was 3 walks and a hit by pitch. So that pitch is outside for ball 4.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, walks and errors. You're not allowing Nevada to, you're not allowing the opposing team to earn it. If they hit a base hit or something like that, you can live with that.
Lannon playing for a bunt, it looks like she is.
Yeah, if it's a sharp hit ball, she didn't have much time to react.
So here comes the first pitch. That's in there, first strike. So count 0-1. This umpire hesitates a little bit, so I'm hesitant to.
I heard him that time, but then his strike, the strike call is way late.
And with where we're sitting, it's hard to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, one pitch is hit in the air to center field. Field's able to grab it easily, throw behind the runner, and back safely is Holcomb.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Probably no need to throw it back behind her.
Probably no need, but
as Ella Hethman comes to the plate.
Callie's got a pretty good arm.
Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, sponsoring the broadcast. Fields had to move to her left about 3 steps as the pitch is low for a ball, and in safely with the stolen base is Holcomb. Count 1-0.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to even try to get anyone out with, that low inside pitch and off the ground.
1-0 the count here on Hethman. Comes the 1-0. Looks like it was in there, and it was. Count 1-1.
It's amazing. You got to, I don't know why they just can't call a strike and call the strike and raise your hand at the same time, but umpires are different.
Comes the 1-1. Hopped in the air. Davis doesn't have a clue, and it almost hit her. That's one that's frustrating, but I think it's more frustrating for Rayleigh because she had no clue where that one was.
Yeah.
And it almost hit her in the face.
And they know it's popped up. She ripped her mask off just to look up, and, by the time she ripped her mask off, it fell right in front of her. I know her dad would probably be laughing his head off if it hit her.
1-2 the count here on Hethman. Pitch hit through the left side for a single. It's a hard single. Get it in quickly. So the runner at third, Holcomb, had to stay or could not advance home.
Just a hard hit ball right between third and short.
Yeah, in between Hancock and Lannon. Third baseman playing up a little bit, and so it went by her, and then Hancock couldn't make a play either. You got to think that Hethman probably off pretty quick to try and take second as Kalia Johnson comes to the plate.
I would say that's probably true. Get her in scoring position.
That ball is hit in the air to right. Mitchell coming in, grabs it for the out, throws home, not in time. They're going to cut it off, throw to second, good throw, and she is out. It's a 1-0 game as the run does count on the sacrifice fly. It's an F9, but then it goes 9-1 to 6 to end the inning. For Nevada, 1 run in the inning on 1 hit, no errors, and they don't strand anybody. Half an inning in the book. It's Nevada 1 and Seneca coming up here on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back as Callie Fields will lead things off here for Seneca. It'll be Fields, Collinsworth, and Rhodes due up against Peyton Eaton. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic sponsoring the broadcast. I know Seneca gave up one run there, Daryl, but I think you have to be happy with everything that happened in that inning for the Indians as Fields hits that one down the third baseline. Just foul. Looked like it went over the third base bag from here, but again, just like we've said the last 2 nights, our opinion doesn't matter.
Well, here you go in that first inning. What happened to one walk?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's what scored.
Yeah.
And you're making plays behind her. Great play by Mitchell getting ball in, and great play by cutting it off, getting Cordy Hancock to second base for the out. That great. That's making plays and playing defense. And you, as a pitcher, like I said, Callie's got to throw it over the plate and just let the girls behind her make plays.
0-2 the count here on Fields. So here comes the 0-2. And she swings at the high cheddar. Can't hit it for out number 1.
I think she thought it was going to be close enough. You never know. So you got if it's close, you have to swing at it and not let the umpire make the call.
As Maddie Collinsworth comes to the plate, Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca. First Community Bank all sponsoring the broadcast as that first pitch is outside for a ball. Count 1-0. I think Seneca surprised some people and a lot of people when they beat Cassville, and that was their first win. As that ball is roped to left, and it's over the left fielder's head all the way to the wall. It'll easily be 2 for Collinsworth. A 1-out double for her, and Seneca's got the tying run in scoring position. Seneca started the year with the Aurora tournament. There was some injury bug as well, and when you only got 10 players, it makes life a little difficult. But, they're really coming together, and they like to schedule hard games at the beginning of the year, really throughout the year, to get yourself ready for districts, and it seems like it's starting to pay off. The record is not always the best record going into districts, but they're always competitive because you're playing Class 5, Class 6 schools all the time, and you're a Class 3 school.
Yeah.
There's only 5 classes in softball, but you're playing Class 4 and Class 5 schools.
2 years ago, they won district, Ben, and they were 0-10 to start the year. And, and they played all them tough schools. Where here they got it rolling just like this year. I'm hoping they continue.
That ball is hit hard to third, throws to first, scooped out. Good job by Collinsworth to wait until the third baseman, actually, McEnroy, kind of tried to look her back and then threw over for an out. But Collinsworth was still able to take second, so good job by her as McKaylee Mitchell will come to the plate. Yes.
Yeah, it was a sharp hit ball. Callie hit it. Callie Rhodes, that is, hit it great. Just right to her.
Yeah. Right down the line as the first pitch is in there for a strike. Count 0-1. Collinsworth probably hoping for a wild pitch pass ball as here comes the 0-1. That pitch is fouled back to the screen and the count 0-2. Mitchell needs to protect here.
Well, she's been hitting the ball well too.
People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast.
And she's been hitting the ball well.
So 0-2 pitch is just outside. I think the umpire thought about ringing her up.
Well, the catcher set up outside. They were pitching that outside, so.
Trying to see if Mitchell would chase, and she did not. Comes the 1-2, and that ball is blooped in the air, and the second baseman, Holcomb, catches it for out number 3. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 1. 1 in the books. 1-0 Nevada here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
Looking for a bank that puts community first? Look no further than First Community Bank. With our friendly service, convenient locations, and a wide range of financial products and services, we're here to meet all your banking needs. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or starting a business, we're committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. Come experience the First Community Bank difference today. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
5, 6, 7 due up for Nevada here in the second. Addie McEnroy, Haley Harding, and Hallie Richmond, the 3 due up here against Callie Rhodes. Darryl, like we said, walks and errors will kill you. The walk is the one that came in and scored.
Yeah.
So here comes the first pitch, and it's in the dirt. Looked like it hit her, but maybe if it hits you on the dirt before it hits the dirt first, it doesn't count.
No, it still counts.
Looked like it hit her.
But apparently it didn't.
Yeah.
Bounced over her toes. That's about it.
1-0 the count here on McEnroy. That win against Cassville, Rhodes had a very good outing. That pitch is in there for a strike. So the count's 1-1. Got to see if I can find that score sheet against Cassville. Callie Rhodes went 7 innings, 3 hits, and only 1 walk.
And more important, we only made 1 error, I think, behind her.
So here comes the 1-1. That ball is fouled off. Count 1-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. 1-2 the count here. Here comes a 1-2 to McEnroy from Rhodes. She swings and misses. You got to complete the strikeout. Throws to Stelz in time. And there's 1 down. Good job all around by Davis, Stelz, and Rhodes.
Yep, good job.
To get the put out.
Yeah, good job by Rayleigh that time just to stay with and make sure the ball stayed in front of her.
4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce. All sponsoring the broadcast as Haley Harding comes to the plate. You know, we were in Nevada last Friday night, Darryl, and talking to, that ball is fouled off past the third base dugout, talking to the Nevada radio guy a little bit about softball. He said, you know, it took Nevada till the 6th inning to get any runs against Cassville, and they won 3-0. So, you know, maybe Seneca's got something cooking here if you can beat Cassville. And right now, you know, I know we're only top of the second, but you know, Callie looks like she's on today. You know, Monday, you could kind of tell early that she was struggling. So far today, she seems like she's in the zone.
It's can you throw strikes and can you make plays behind her? That's it.
Oh, 1 pitch is hit in the air to center field, and Fields hits it on a hop. She charged in, acting like she was going to try and catch it, and probably a smart decision by her because if it goes by her, that's an inside the park home run.
Well, it's just it's one of those very few that go out there that she just can't get to. I mean, as soon as it was hit, she was charging in, and it just fell right in front of her.
Hallie Richmond at the plate. See if she tries to steal second. She's off on the pitch. Good throw by Davis, but safe at second. She kind of had to load up there. That was a good throw. It was tailing into the runner. Hancock got it down, but the runner was just faster than the ball that time.
Yeah, she's got to be able to get the ball down just a little bit.
That ball gets by Davis, and so the runner will take third on the wild pitch as it counts 2-0 here on Richmond. Runner in scoring position. Seneca will give up the run for an out as King and Hancock playing back. I think Stelz or Lannon would come home, at least try and look the runner back. 2-0 pitch is hit in the air to right. Mitchell has a tough play that's going to bounce in front of her. They'll throw to second. It's an RBI single for Richmond. And it's 2-0 for Nevada. I think she's fighting the sun out there is Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. The sun is right at her. That west sun, they're looking right at her. The first baseman's looking. The second baseman's looking right at it. It's tough on the right side of the field here.
Kanaya Johnson will come to the plate. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Counts 0-1. Evan at the Neosho Daily News. Wish the Seneca Indians good luck. To keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter, at KNEO917 Sports. 0-1 pitch is hit in the air to center, and Fields moved about a foot to her right.
I'm telling you what, she could have pitched a tent and built a fire and had supper by the time that ball got there, and she didn't have to move.
That was a high fly ball. And now if you're Seneca here, this is the number 9 hitter, Layla Hendricks. You need to end the inning with her and not let it get back to the top of the order.
Well, like I said, throw strikes. And
that first pitch is low for a ball, so counts 1-0.
And I mean, that's the only way that Seneca team can be successful is if Callie Rhodes can throw strikes and you make plays behind her. That's it. And they're starting to hit the ball a little bit and produce a few runs.
1-0 pitch is hit to Rhodes. Throws to first in plenty of time. It's a 1-3 putout. That will end the inning for Nevada. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. 1.5 in the books. 2-0 Nevada here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
When Jesus was crucified, 2 other men were also crucified. But unlike Jesus, who had done nothing wrong, these 2 were paying for their crimes. One of them made fun of Jesus, but the other man, he believed Jesus Christ was God's son. And Jesus promised that man he'd go to heaven, even though there was no time for him to clean up his act here. How could that be? Billy Graham.
He was saved by the sheer mercy and grace of God, not because he could get down from the cross and live a good life. The Bible teaches that God is a God of mercy, that no matter what sin anybody has ever committed in history, if we truly repent, God will forgive. He has to forgive because his word says so.
No matter what you've done, God will forgive you if you turn your life over to him. Discover how to do that at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as we hit the bottom of the second. Hancock, King, and Davis, the 3 do up 5, 6, and 7 against Peyton Eaton. Seneca.
Yep.
Football home tomorrow night against Monette, and you and I were talking off air a little bit as that first pitch is inside for a ball. So counts 1-0. Monette's got a new coach, and it's the former Glendale offensive coordinator, and they have an air attack. They might throw 50 to 60 times. It could be a long evening tomorrow night. That pitch is high and outside, so the count's 2-0.
Oh, yeah. When you throw it all the time, the clock stops. It's 9:30, and you're still in the third quarter. I've been in a few of those games and coached in a few of those games.
2-0 pitch. Hancock taking the entire way, and it's in there for a strike. Counts 2-1.
Their idea of running the football is to throw it out to the side and let the receivers block and then one try to run. That's their running game.
So 2-1 pitch. It's the outside corner, so the count 2-2. So Seth will join us for that one tomorrow night, 6:15 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff here from Seneca. It's 2-2 is swung on and missed for Hancock. Second strikeout for Eaton as Jolie King comes to the plate. A high fastball is how Eaton has gotten both strikeouts. Struck out Fields on that, and then Hancock. It's one that's hard to resist if you're a hitter.
Yep.
It's not hard for me to resist because, I'm up here in the box.
Well, you get him, you strike, and all of a sudden you throw a high fastball and it doesn't break.
1-0 pitch is roped down the left field line, foul just ahead of it. Counts 1-1.
Just, like I said, we've had 2 of them down that line, Ben. I don't think they got that line, painted correctly. We've missed it about 6 inches both times.
Well, we could readjust it, but you might have to fix it for baseball again.
Yeah.
So here comes the 1-1. Swinging and missing is King. Count 1-2. King, the daughter of former boys basketball coach Will King. And Jolie, a good basketball player as well. She swings and misses for strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts. Expect to see her on the court this year, and I wouldn't be surprised if she got some varsity minutes as a freshman.
Well, she might. I mean,
depends on who you got all coming out.
Exactly.
But, if you're good enough, Coach Schulte has proven that he will, as that pitch was high for a ball, he has proven he will start or play freshmen if they're good enough. And
even when I was coaching, it was called the high school team.
That 1-0 is swung on and missed, so the count 1-1.
Last time I checked, freshman was in high school. So if they're good enough to play, yes.
Why bother playing JV?
Yeah.
So here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed, and the count 1-2, and Eaton is finding a rhythm a little bit here.
Well, I guarantee we're under. This girl's throwing it harder, and the ball doesn't dip as much.
That one is fouled back. Count stays 1-2.
Yeah, she's throwing it hard, so that ball doesn't drop as much, and we're swinging underneath it. And we got to hit the top of the softball, not the bottom of it.
That one is fouled past the Seneca dugout. That was a high foul ball.
Mm-hmm.
So Davis will get another opportunity to swing here. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. May visit their branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, proud sponsor of the Seneca Lady Indias as she takes a called strike 3 to end the inning. Eaton strikes out the side here in the second. 2 done in the books here from Seneca. It's 2-0 Nevada here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
And we welcome you back. It's the top of the order for Nevada. Holcomb, Eaton, and Hethman, the 3 due up against Cali Rhodes. Holcomb walked and scored in the first. Eaton flew out. Hethman singled. Was thrown out at second. So we'll see what happens here. On a very warm afternoon for softball. Tomorrow night will be a very warm beginning of the evening. Once the sun sets, though, it should cool off. It's supposed to be 98 tomorrow, but by kickoff, the sun's already going down, so it'll probably be in the lower 90s as that first pitch is in there for strikes. Count 0-1. So I want to think, last year we had to delay kickoff by an hour. In week 1, I don't think you have to worry about that tomorrow night.
No, you don't. Them boys are used to it, and they're still doing the water break at 6.
at the 6-minute mark as that pitch is fouled off. So the count's 0-2. Yeah, tomorrow night's the last week of it. Weeks 2 and 3, you didn't really need it. Tomorrow night, I think you're probably going to need it. And it's the last week of it being mandated, you know. And you're getting to the point of getting close to October where it's going to be cool enough you don't need them anyways. So that pitch hit on a hop to Hancock. Throws to first in time. Excellent play by Cordy. That's a fast runner in Holcomb, and she beat her by half a step.
Yeah, so that's the old left-handed batters. She just slapped it down there to the shortstop, and Cordy made a great play and a good throw. Good stretch by Stelz over there on first base as well.
Eaton flew out to center field her first time, as Fields did not have to move very far for that fly ball. That wasn't the one she had to camp under. So that first pitch is high, so the count's 1-0. The one from Johnson is the one that she could have pitched to tent, but she only had to move about 2 or 3 feet to her left.
Got time to do a little trout fishing.
Yeah.
Time that came
It's
down.
our right, but it's her left as that pitch hits her. So 1 out hit by pitch. As Hethman comes to the plate, she singled her first time up. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. Single runs in the first and the second for Nevada, as Ella Hethman will come to the plate. The lone RBI for Nevada was on a sac fly. Actually, I forgot to give the RBI. Johnson had the RBI in that inning on a sac fly, and then Hethman was thrown out at second. 0-1 in there. The count's 0-2. As faking a steal there was Eaton, as Nevada is not courtesy running for either the catcher or the pitcher so far. So here comes an 0-2 to Hethman. That pitch hits the outside corner. King, tough play, and she gets it out there in short right field, just behind second base, whatever you want to call it.
It's the hardest thing to do is to run backwards to try to catch the ball, and she did. She just made it back far enough, and a great snag right into the sun too.
Kalia Johnson comes to the plate now with 2 outs. She flew out to Mitchell and right. Her first time, she does get an RBI, credit for an RBI there. They cut off the runner at second, though. That first pitch is fouled off at the plate, so the count 0-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic all sponsoring the broadcast. Nevada beat Mack County on Tuesday 11-2. Seneca beat Aurora 12-9.
Yeah.
A lot of runs between these two teams on Tuesday. Just not facing each other as that pitch is swung on and missed. And the count 0-2. Nevada has scored a lot of runs, period, this year. You're going to score a lot when you're 12-3.
It's only one way to get there. Score runs.
0-2 the count here on Johnson. Do you try and steal second at some point? Doesn't matter because she strikes out. Got to finish the strikeout, and that was a lot closer a play as Davis just lobbed it in there, but they were able to get the out. For Nevada, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. 2.5 done here in Seneca. Seneca down 2-0 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The news offers regular reminders that there is no peace in this world. But while real peace may not be possible on a global scale, Billy Graham says it is possible within your heart.
The Bible teaches that we're going to confront harsh realities. Well, some of you will say, well, it won't happen to me, but it will sooner or later, because there comes a time when we all suffer. But in the midst of whatever it is, Christ is with you if you know Him. He said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. There's the peace of God if you have peace with God. That's yours. Christ is with us in the midst of our troubles and our difficulties and our hardships.
We can tell you more about the unshakable peace peace that God offers you at findpeacewithgod.net. Findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Ashton Lannon will start off the inning here for Seneca. 8-9-1 here in the bottom of the third against Peyton Eaton. Eaton, an all-state pitcher last year for the Lady Tigers.
We need to get somebody on. We don't need Callie Fields coming up at 2 outs.
Ball poked in the air. It's in foul territory. The first base coach, Susan Beville, had to get out of the way, and it's a foul out. There's 1 out. Kind of ruins the 3 straight strikeouts. Lannon's out as Kesley Plattner will come to the plate.
Well, we'd like to have 1 on just so Callie Fields didn't have to come up with 1 out or 2 outs.
Plattner takes a ball, count 1-0. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. Plattner has been getting on via different ways, whether it be walks, slap hits. So that ball is swung on and missed. Count 1-1. I mean, that third baseman is playing deeper than some of the other third basemen I've seen play. So if she can get one down that line, she's got a chance of being safe. So that pitch is inside, so the count 2-1. Fields on deck. She's the leadoff hitter. She struck out her first time. 4 strikeouts so far for Eaton, 2-1. That pitch is in there for a strike, and the count 2-2. Now you need to protect here if you're Seneca.
Yeah.
Collinsworth, the lone hit one time through the lineup so far. She had a pretty solid double. So that ball is swung on and missed for strike 3. 5th strikeout of the afternoon for Eaton as Callie Fields will come to the plate. Fields looking for a different result as she struck out her first time. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Very rare that Callie Fields strikes out.
Yeah. Pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 0-1. And you're throwing as well as she is. Sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt because that looked like it was a couple inches outside.
Yeah, and so did Callie Fields think it was outside.
That pitch is high for a ball. So the count's 1-1. I mean, the way she's been pitching, you're going to get that benefit because you're hitting your spots. 1-1 the count. 2 outs here in the inning. Over for a strike, and the count 1-2. Fields needs to protect again.
I really thought she would hit that one.
Yeah, that one was a pretty good pitch to hit.
Yes, it was.
Blooped foul, and it's going to drop before the catcher can get it. The catcher, Hethman. Seneca, 1 base runner. Collinsworth got to third, but was stranded there. Count remains 1-2. Comes another 1-2 pitch from Eaton. That's outside. Count 2-2. That one was just a little bit more outside.
Yeah, that was over the white line out there on the left in the batter's box. But
2-2 is high, and the count's full. That's what Callie swung out last time for strike 3. That's one of those ones where if you're going to hit it, you're either going to hit a mile foul or you're going to be able to straighten out and hit it for a home run. Full count pitch is inside. Hits the inside corner apparently for strike 3. Looked like it was inside, but again, my opinion doesn't matter. 3 done in the books. 2-0 Nevada here on the KNEO Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
And we welcome you back as it will be 5-6-7 for Nevada here in the fourth. McEnroe, Harding, and Richmond due up against Callie Rhodes, and Callie has done well. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch so far, and it seems like she's on here this afternoon.
She's throwing strikes, and the girls are making plays behind her. That's the only way you're going to even have a chance to win. And after 3 innings, 2-0, and here Nevada's been scoring all these runs against all these teams. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all.
I was going to say, I think that's a win for Seneca at this point.
We can just produce some runs on our bats.
Right, of our own. As that pitch is laced down the right field line, and it's curving just foul. That potentially, if that hits the white line, that's probably an inside the park home run because it's curving away from McKaylee Mitchell.
Yeah. Well, McKaylee Mitchell had to get it all the way. It hit the fence over there. So if it hits the white line,
they can run for a while.
They've got a lot of time to run.
0-1 the count here on McEnroe. She struck out her first time. She's the lone strikeout victim against Rhodes. 1 pitch is swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast. 0-2 the count here as 5-6-7 due up for Nevada here in the inning. 2 is nubbed foul. Count remains 0-2. As McEnroe was late on the swing but just got a piece. So they're trying to get Mitchell squared away on where she should be. She's hugging the line a little bit more, but there's a big gap in right center
She
now.
was really hugging the line earlier, and they tried to get her moved back over where she should be. But
here comes the 0-2 again. That pitch is popped in the air. That's a tough play, and King is able to snow cone it for out number 1, and that's a good job by King. She called off Stelz. Stelz heard her call her off, so she kind of peeled off, and then, if Mitchell can get there, that's her play. But Mitchell couldn't get there, and King took charge for out number 1 as Haley Harding comes to the plate. She singled and scored in the second.
Yeah, that's any fly ball behind first base, it's the second baseman's unless the right fielder calls her off.
That first pitch is high and inside, so the count's 1-0.
And Jolie made a great play. That's 2 good catches she's made in this game.
For State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 1-0.
Hey, throw strikes.
Let your defense make plays.
Let your defense make plays.
Counts 2-0 now. 1 out in the inning. So far, I don't have any wood. Oh, here we go. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
She only has 1 walk. I was going to say I don't have any wood to knock on, but I found some. That pitch is hit foul, so the count 2-1.
I don't know if they're worried about them bunting, or if they bunt, or what coach has heard maybe from Nevada, maybe they're bunting, but I know they have Ashton Lannon playing third base. They have her in quite a ways.
Yeah. And I think she's the one that singled between Hancock and Lannon at third.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. So that 2-1 pitch goes to the screen, and the count's 3-1. She's kind of laughing at herself.
Well, yeah, threw her head back. It's like, what in the world was that?
What am I doing?
Yeah, well, Callie wears her emotions out, in the open. And there's nothing wrong with that. She's a competitor, and she loves to have fun. She loves to play softball, and she wants to do good for her team. She's harder on herself than any of them.
As Harding stepped out, now back in the box. 3-1 is fouled towards the coach's box. No EC there by the Nevada coach, and the count's full. He is the one that is the closest I've seen to that third base coaching box.
Well, the third base coaching box gets not even, that's baseball coaching box, so
yeah,
it's quite a ways away. And umpires really don't pay much attention to him.
It's a full count pitch hit in the air to center field and deep. Fields has a read on it, but it's over her head, and crashes into the fence. It gets by her. They're gonna send the runner home. It's a triple, and then an error on the play. So I think you got to give her a triple, and then an error on, I guess you give it to Fields out there on the throw. It's definitely an error on somebody, as Allie Richmond will come to the plate.
There was almost just a tangle up over there at third base, and Landon couldn't get over there to cut the throw off, but she's got to cut it off.
That first pitch is in there for strikes. Counts 0-1. That was hit sharply, and that's one of the few that I think Fields kind of misread because she got turned around, and then she crashed into the fence back there. I thought it went over it, but it didn't. It stayed in play, and she had to fire it back in there. That pitch is popped foul, and it's going to drop in front of the Nevada dugout, so the count is 0-2. Allie Richmond singled and scored her first time up. Or she didn't score, she singled in a run. 0-2 the count here on Richmond. Comes the 0-2. That pitch is just nubbed foul. She does enough to keep herself alive. I think Daryl's still wondering about that play at third.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking about that.
Yeah, it throws off just a little bit. You got to knock it down.
So here comes the 0-2. Again, that pitch also hit foul, so Richmond doing a good job of keeping herself alive. That's one, though, also where Rhodes, that's one you have to know that you need to be backing up because they didn't have anybody backing up there.
Yeah, the pitcher is backing up the throw to third base, and yes, Rhodes should have been there. Further back than she was. Let's put it that way.
Another 0-2. This one swung on and missed. Got to complete the throw down, and she kind of peeled off there at the end. So that is the third strikeout for Callie as Kanaya Johnson comes to the plate. 2 outs here in the inning. I mean, if you're Seneca, you love the fact so far Nevada hasn't had a big inning, but it's single innings. But, you know, you get 1 run in the first, 1 in the second so far, 1 in the fourth. I mean, that's still a winning recipe with Eaton on the mound, as that ball is a hot shot fouls. Counts 0-1. This is the one that Fields could have had a boat out there and been fishing for a couple days with her camping underneath it.
Yeah, she could camp underneath that one.
0-1 the count. The other thing with that triple, the count was full on Harding, so you hate that as well, as that pitch is high and outside. It's count 1-1. You know, you're a strike away from getting out of that with nothing, and it's a triple and an error.
Yeah, she didn't really hit any of them hard, and then all of a sudden she hit it. You know, I mean, she the one that barely missed it over there on right and put it to left and just fouled off a couple and was like, and then all of a sudden she hit it.
It's dead center as that pitch is swung on and missed, so the count 1-2. And normally I think Fields would come up with that. Fields would probably even say that, hey, that's a ball I should have had.
Well, I'm wondering it was on her right side, and which that's looking right back into the sun. You know, on her left side, I think she makes the catch.
So here comes a 1-2 from Rhodes. That's inside, and then gets by Davis. Counts 2-2. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're not in the second, though.
And 17 is up, not 22.
Yeah. Here in the fourth. This game moving a little bit faster than the past 2 games we've called, Daryl. That one hits the umpire. Is that fouled off?
That's fouled off.
Okay.
Almost hit the umpire.
I thought it hit the umpire. Umpire's okay either way, regardless of if it missed him or nicked him. Count remains 2-2. So here comes 2-2 from Rhodes. Popped in the air foul. Davis can't get to it. Again, you know, she's, and I mean, it's not really her fault. Having a hard time. You got to rip the mask off, and then you have to try and find it and hope you have time to get there. You know, this is her second year catching. Her first year got cut short in the Joplin tournament. She only got about a week and a half of catching her first year. So this is, you could honestly say this is truly her first year of catching. That one is plopped foul into the screen. So Johnson doing a good job. That's the third straight foul ball she's fouled off. I think Rhodes is a little bit frustrated.
Rhodes is ready for just pop it up out just a little bit further out in the infield or the outfield. I don't think she really cares, but as long as it ain't over the fence.
I was going to say just somewhere where somebody of her team can catch it. So here comes another 2-2 to Johnson. That's in the dirt. Counts full at 3-2. Good battle here. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Don't want her to reach because then the lineup will flip over in the 5th as Layla Hendricks, the number 9 hitter, would get to bat here in the 4th. So here comes another full count offering. That's outside. Nope, hits the outside corner for strike 3 to end the inning. For Nevada, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, nobody left. 3.5 in the books, 3-0 Nevada here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Free will. Sometimes it can get us into trouble.
Oh, yes, there's pleasure in sin for a short time, but it's soon over. The hangover comes, and there's nothing you can do about it.
But is there a way to avoid the hangover? Well, Billy Graham has the answer.
You've got to make a choice. A life of surrender to Christ as Lord and Savior, or a life in which you surrender to yourself. Which will it be? Choose Christ, and there'll never be a hangover except joy and peace. Now, you can't change your past, but you can determine your destiny by deciding for Christ. He died on the cross so that all the sins you've ever committed, all the things you've ever done wrong are forgiven.
Learn how you can experience forgiveness from a loving God. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back as Maddie Collinsworth will start off the 4th here for Seneca, 2-3-4. Collinsworth doubled to the left field wall her first time up. So that one is fouled back to the screens. Counts 0-1. She has the lone base hit for Seneca.
And she tagged it too, burnt the left fielder. I mean, it was a rope shot over the top of the left fielder all the way to the wall. She's been hitting the ball solid this, last few weeks. We just need to get something going.
Now need to get her on, and for Callie Rhodes as that pitch is swung on and counts 0-2. Rhodes has 3 home runs over her past 2 games. Hit 2 against CJ and then 1 against Aurora.
Yeah.
And that changeup is in there for strike 3 as Collinsworth swings and misses. Rhodes comes to the plate, grounded out to third her first time, and that was a line shot. Not really a line shot, a hard hit ground ball, I should say.
Yeah. And she didn't hardly make it out of the box, and that third baseman was throwing her out. I mean, it was just bang, bang.
That pitch hits the outside corners, counts 0-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X, Twitter at KNEO917 Sports. That pitch is outside, count 1-1. Seneca has had 1 base runner today, and that was the double by Collinsworth. Eaton has not walked or hit anybody. So here comes the 1-1. That ball is hit to right center and deep, and it is gone. Or is it a double?
Did it bounce over?
No, they're going to call it a home run. It's a solo home run for Callie Fields, and they cut the lead to 3-1. As you see it here on the replay, it's hard to see, but just to right center. She got just enough of it. And Daryl, you had said before this week you wondered when the power was going to arrive, and the power has arrived here for Callie Rhodes, as that is her 4th home run this week.
Yeah, like I said, I asked her here a while back, when's your back gonna warm up? She goes, I know, I'm getting frustrated. Well, here it is. She's seeing the ball well, and she's hitting it well.
That ball did not seem like it was going to be out. I wonder if it was Winade as Mitchell grounds to third, then pulls the runner off, pulls the first baseman off, but tags there for out number 2 as Cordy Hancock will come to the plate. But, the wind is going out today, so you have to wonder if the wind helped that a little bit. Because off the bat, that just seemed like it was going to be a fly ball, and it just carried.
Yeah, you have power when you homer to the opposite field.
Hancock swings and misses at the first pitch, so the count 0-1. Seneca gets one of those runs back. Need to try and hold them scoreless, and you need to try and get people on for Rhodes too. That pitch is inside, maybe low, so the count 1-1.
It's tough to get anything on this pitcher. Now, she's a good one. She's hitting her spots, and she's moving the ball all over. Outside, up, and inside, up, down.
So here comes the 1-1. That's in there for a strike, and the count's 1-2.
Her changeup's working good. It's fooled many of the Seneca hitters out there.
Scoreboard's run. Scoreboard has it as 2-1. So that ball hit through the left side for a single. A nice job there by Cordy to get on a 2-strike hitting. And now Jolie King will come to the plate. 1-2 count and able to hit it in between the shortstop and third baseman. It's kind of what happened to Seneca, is that kind of seeing eye single in the first for Nevada. Seneca Hancock able to answer that ball, looped down the left field line, just foul in the brown. The very little last of brown out there. Foul territory. So the count's 0-1.
There's another one we missed just by about less than a foot, probably.
We're very good at that.
Yeah.
And by we, it's, the team we're not playing.
We're part of Seneca. Yeah.
So one pitch, it's foul ticked at the plate, so the count 0-2. King needs to protect now with 2 strikes. Try and get a 2-strike hit. It almost hit her. I think Hancock thought maybe it did because she was about halfway to second. That pitch is a ball, so the count is 2-2.
She's been getting that pitch quite a bit. It's a good job by Jolie to lay off of it.
As here comes the 2-2. That's swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning. For Seneca, they do get 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. 4 in the books. It's Nevada 3 and Seneca 1 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
And we welcome you back as it'll be the top of the order here for Nevada. Holcomb, Eaton, and Hethman. And Dale, right now, Rhodes is on. At some point, I mean, you know, sometimes they use Collinsworth as a change of pace. So far today, I don't think it's necessary. At some point, do you see Collinsworth coming in today, or do you think you just ride Rhodes as long as possible?
Well, I think you'll see Collinsworth come in only if Rhodes starts struggling and the girls start teeing off on her or something like this, and he might have a chance for a big inning. I think you bring Collinsworth in to change the pace a little bit, and then you might bring Rhodes back in just like they did at the Aurora game. But
yeah,
right now, I mean,
3 runs, 4 hits.
She's throwing strikes just like that one. Starting off 0-1, and she's throwing strikes, and the girls are making plays behind her. So that's all you can do.
Holcomb 1 for 2, grounded out to shortstop her last time. That was a good play by Hancock on a hop, got her out by about a half a step. That pitch is in the dirt, so the count 1-1. With all the runs that Nevada has scored lately, I think this game being 3-1 here is a win for Seneca. I know it's not quote-unquote a win, but, you know, only be down 3-1 in the 5th I think is pretty good for Seneca. So that pitch just popped a mile high. Rhodes is going to take charge out there and grab it for out number 1. Rhodes could have had it. Lannon could have had it. Davis had time to get out there, and the senior in the circle took charge. So there's 2 seniors that could have had it. Lannon also a senior. Davis only a junior?
No, I think Rayleigh's a senior.
I'm pretty sure she's a junior.
That may be.
Well, I can answer that question for you after this first pitch. Pitch hit up the middle. Hancock, tough play. Good throw, but she beat it out.
Oh.
That's an infield single for Eaton, and there's not anything Hancock can do. She's a junior. I mean, Hancock did everything she could. If Rhodes is able to get that, it's an out. But by Hancock having to get it, you know, it was
one of those high choppers, slow chopper. Took a long time to come down, but Cordy made a good play on it.
That first pitch is in. Nope, they're going to call that a ball. I was going to say it's in there for a strike, but they call it a ball. Stolen base for Eaton. Hethman comes to the plate. She's 1 for 2. This is one of those ones that Jolie King made a good play out there at second base. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0. Pitch up the middle, and that'll be a single and probably an RBI, and now it definitely will be an RBI as Fields out there in center kind of bobbled it. It would have been a tough play for her anyways to get the runner out.
Yeah, she's mad at herself that she bobbled it because I guarantee you she was wanting to throw it home.
But the single. Oh, I screwed up my order as Hendricks is the one that started off the 5th, so that's my mistake. Yep. And then Holcomb came and scored as Collinsworth able to get the fly out to deep left field and keep the runner at first. So I made the mistake there. Holcomb is the one that came in and scored. As she stole second, came in and scored. And then Eaton is the one at first base with the RBI. She's still at first base with 2 outs now. As Kalia Johnson is at the plate with 2 outs, and she's 0 for 2. This counts 1-0. New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, ProLube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Popped in the air. Davis has a play for it and grabs it.
Yeah, great play.
For the final out of the inning. For Nevada, they do get that run back. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. 4.5 done here in Seneca. It is 4-1 Nevada here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local area, and we're also proud to support the Seneca High School Pride Marching Band. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
Twinkle toes.
As we're back, he's talking about his granddaughter because that happened while we were on air. Rayleigh Davis, Ashton Lannon, and Kesley Plattner are the 3 due up. And Daryl, if you're Seneca, you're hoping one of those 3 can get on for Cali Fields.
Well, you're hoping 2 of them can get on or 2 of them can hit the softball. You know, these bottom of the lineup's got to produce something.
That first pitch is swung on and missed, so the count 0-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, and Prairie Top Chiropractic all sponsoring the broadcast as here comes the 0-1. High and tight. Counts 1-1. Davis, Lannon, and Plattner. Anybody reaches back to the top and fields as she swings and misses at that one. So the count's no balls and 2 strikes. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes, excuse me. Comes the 1-2. That ball is hit sharply down the third base line, and there's your EC.
Yeah.
Got a nice line of storms trying to build in, but I don't think they're going to get here any time before the game is over. Looks like they got a little while before they get here. So that's off-speed pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3.
Yeah, that's the one that's getting them right there, that off-speed pitch, especially the one on the outside part of the plate.
As Ashton Lannon will come to the plate here for Seneca. That first pitch is high and outside, so the count's 1-0. Storm's trying to build in, but
they're not going to make it here by game time.
By the end of it, as that pitch is high, so the count's 2-0. Don't really care how you get on, just hope Lannon can get on one way or another. That's slow, so the count 3-0. You got to think she'll be taking 2.
Yeah,
here.
She should be. Let's put it that way. And she was.
So that pitch is taken for a strike, so the count is 3-1. Might be taken on this one, too.
She is now. That was the low ones.
That's the first walk of the afternoon given up by Eaton as Kesley Plattner. 3-1, or number 9 hitter up here for Seneca.
What is this thing?
As Plattner comes to the plate. Hits it third. It's a fair ball. They throw to second, and she is out. They said she stepped on the bag. I think it's a 5-4 put out. I mean, she was all around the bag. Didn't look like maybe she was on it, but apparently she got a foot on it. Stolte not going to say too much about it as Cali Fields will come to the plate. I mean, not much you can do there. If you're Lannon, I mean, that's everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close play, but I thought she was in front of the bag. I don't know if she tagged her, but maybe she got a piece of it.
That's high and outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Banks, Cedar Lane Farm and Garden all sponsoring the broadcast. As here comes the 1-0. Ball hit to third, throws to first in time, and that will end the inning for Seneca. No runs, no hits, no errors, one left. 5 done here in Seneca. It's 2-1. It's 4-1 Nevada here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Ready to buy your dream home? Look no further than First Community Bank's Mortgage Department. Our experienced team is here to help you every step of the way from pre-approval to closing. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service, we'll make sure your home buying process is a breeze. Visit First Community Bank today and let us help make your dream home a reality. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
5, 6, 7 due up for Nevada here in the 6th. Addie McEnroy, Haley Harding, and Hallie Richmond. McEnroy starts things off. She's 0 for 2. Sun has disappeared behind the clouds for at least a moment. So that pitch is inside for a ball, so the count's 1-0. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 the count. Here comes the 1-0. That's nubbed foul. This counts 1-1, and Rhodes has been pretty good today. This is reminiscent of the game against Cassville last Thursday. And you're not getting the offensive numbers for Seneca, but defensively and pitching-wise, this is reminiscent of what she did against Cassville.
Yeah, she's hardly struggled at all. She's throwing strikes like that, and we're making plays.
King has a tough play back there, and that's the third one. That's the second time in a row she's had a tough play at second base on a McEnroy pop-up and grabbed it for out number 1 as Haley Harding comes to the plate. She has a single and a triple to her credit, and she scored both times.
Jolie has made some good plays out there today at second base. I mean, some good pop-up plays that are tough, going backwards to catch it.
First pitch is blooped foul to the screens. The count's 0-1. Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, and Seneca School District, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon. It's usually what happens when it's a 4-1 game, but this pace is a lot faster than Monday or Tuesday.
Well, it's better pace and everybody's more into it. Let's put it that way.
So here comes the 0-1, and that's inside. So the count's 1-1. Not as many runs either. 14-5 on Monday and 12-9 on Tuesday does tend to make a game take a little bit longer.
Yeah. Well, especially if you're walking and hitting batters, and it does take a while.
As here comes the 1-1. That one sharply down the left field line, foul. The Nevada coach made a nice play there. Count 1-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Marine Center Incorporated, Community Bank and Trust, all sponsoring the broadcast here this afternoon.
Yeah, Lannon better be ready down there at third base line.
So here comes the 1-2, and that's just inside. And the count's 2-2. I think Stolte thought that was a strike. She's got a smile on her face. 2-2 the count. Here comes the 2-2. That's low. Count 3-2. You can't really bury one like that, a 3-2 count, because Harding could easily get to second on one of those.
Yeah. She's got some wheels underneath her. She's got some speed to her.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the full count offering from Rhodes. That's swung on and missed, but the passed ball will allow the runner to get to first base and now going to go into second as well. So it's a strikeout, but the passed ball allows her to get all the way to second. As Hallie Richmond will come to the plate, she's 1 for 2. Veda's just getting, dinking and dunking their way. Single runs in the first, second, fourth, and fifth. And they have a 4-1 lead. First pitch is hit in the air to center field. Field's going to go over. They're going to try and tag on the play, and in safely to third is Harding as the F8. And now there's 2 down for Kanaya Johnson, who's 0 for 2. What that does getting to third base is wild pitch pass ball probably brings in a run.
Yeah, anything.
And that technically that'd be an earned run, but it's unearned at the same point because it's a strikeout, but you can't.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that's more a wild pitch than a pass ball. That ball rope foul. If Johnson does not hit that, that hits her.
Yeah, that pitch was inside, and she just turned hard on it. But like you said, okay, we got 2 outs. Everything can go away if we just get the girl at the plate.
0-1 the count here on Johnson. That's outside, so the count 1-1.
Little misplay out there on the ball. It almost got away from Callie Rhodes just a little bit too far. Just a little throwback, but take care of the ball.
So here comes the 1-1. Popped in the air. Right fielder Mitchell going to grab it for out number 3. And that will end the inning. The strikeout drop, third strike, does not come back to hurt Seneca. No runs, no hits. You could call it an error. I'm not going to call it an error. 1 left. We are through 5.5, 4-1 Nevada here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Happy Egg supports the family farmer because they've seen the difference a choice like this can make. Now you can grow for Happy Egg and choose to raise hens the right way, the happy way. When you grow for Happy Egg, you're growing for a family-owned and operated business. You're raising happy hens on 10+ acres who will lay happy eggs. You're working for yourself. As a Happy Egg grower, you'll receive new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Visit happyegg.com/grower to apply today.
As we welcome you back, it'll be the heart of the order for Seneca, Collinsworth, Rhodes, and Mitchell. 2, 3, 4 as Collinsworth takes a strike. And takes one high, so counts 1-1.
Yeah, and that Nevada pitcher, she's living on the outside part of the plate, and the umpire's giving it to her every once in a while.
So here comes the 1-1. That ball is hit in the air to left center field
deep.
and that ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Maddie Collinsworth, and it's 4-2. Collinsworth has gotten her twice. She hit one deep to left center her first time. That one was only a double. This one, she gets to touch them all, and they cut the lead to 4-2.
She found the sweet part of the bat on that swing. That was hit deep.
Callie Rhodes will come to the plate. She hit a solo home run her last time. Unfortunate things for Seneca is there's nobody on. As here comes first pitch, and she just missed that one.
I think I heard the grunt from Callie Rose when she's swinging at that one. Oh, she wanted that one. She wanted back-to-back.
0-1 the count. Here on Rhodes. That's inside, almost hits her. The count 1-1. At this point, you're just hoping for base runners. I mean, a home run would not be a bad thing here either.
No.
That ball is just lofted over the shortstop's head. So a home run and a single to start off the inning for Seneca. As McKaylee Mitchell will come to the plate. You need at least one more runner to reach to guarantee Callie Fields an at bat in the 7th.
And she's Mitchell's been swinging the bat well.
She's 0 for 2, but she has hit I don't want to say a line drive because it wasn't really a liner. It kind of loped to the second baseman and then a ground ball to third.
Yeah.
1-0 the count here on Mitchell. Here comes the 1-0. That ball hit to third. They throw to second for 1. Oh, the caller's safe. They said she was off the bag, and now she's going to go back. It's a 4-3 put out at first base, but Rhodes is safe at second because the second baseman did not have her foot on the bag. She took her foot off early. I wondered about that. Runner in scoring position now for Cordy Hancock.
I don't think the timing was just right on that, and she was already off the base when she caught the ball.
So instead of a double play, as that first pitch is in there for a strike, instead of a double play, Seneca has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And Hancock singled her last time. Single could potentially make this a 4-3 game. That pitch is low and outside, so the count 1-1. Evan at the Neosho Daily News, wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Sun has disappeared, and that has tremendously cooled things off.
Yeah, we can't see it, but there must be a pretty good cloud bank over there.
Back up the middle, and the pitcher bobbles it, throws to first, and it gets away. 1 run is going to come in and score. They're going to send Hancock to second base, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-3 game. It's an E1 on the play that A allows the run to score, and B allows Hancock to get to second. It's a tying run now at second for the Lady Indians as Jolie King will come to the plate, and the entire team is going to come in and have a conversation for Nevada. Community Bank and Trust, proudly serving our customers for the past 140 years. You may visit our branch at 1102 South Cherokee for all your banking needs. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. And to keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Canio Radio. Follow us on Twitter, X at Canio917 Sports.
Yeah, I tell you what, Seneca's just been battling this whole time. They've been making plays in the field. I mean, Nevada's had some good hits, and they've scored a few runs. And we all said it's a win for Seneca. We're playing hard, and we're making good plays in the field. Now we put the bat on the ball a few times. They've messed up a couple times, and it's our turn maybe.
So that pitch is outside. So counts 1-0. King 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Davis 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. You know what that means, Daryl.
They're due.
Exactly.
I think she's ready.
That ball hit to shortstop. Shortstop boots it, and King is going to be safe at first. I think the runner going in front of her, it's not runner's interference or anything,
no.
But I think that distracted her. The E6 has runners at first and third for Rayleigh Davis.
See if we can't get the bottom of the lineup to get a base hit or hit the ball somewhere. If we just hit the ball somewhere, we can tie this game up.
Yeah, you can't hit into a double play. Davis is fast enough. I don't think you have double play potential, and this all started with the non-double play by Callie Rhodes. She bunts it in the air, and the nice effort by the catcher. It's fouled, and Seneca catches a break because Jolie King would have been out. She was standing at second base.
Yeah. and Coach Paville down on first base is giving her the riot act right now. I mean, letting her know that, hey, ball's in the air. You can't go. You got to stay back.
They're going to try and bunt again. That one bunted foul as she's bunted at 2 balls, and the count 0-2, and now you need to protect. Seneca trying to get that run in any way possible, so they were trying a safety squeeze. It's not a straight squeeze, but a safety squeeze. Now Davis needs to swing away, and that's swung on and missed for strike 3. 2 outs now for Lannon. Lannon has walked and fouled out. What this does, as long as nobody out in the field gets put out, you have 9, 1, and 2 coming to the plate in the 7th. And we may have a pitching change.
I don't know.
I don't
Coach
know.
coming out,
Yeah,
just talking to him, I think. I don't
talking
think
to the
change
entire infield. You know, Callie Rhodes got to second on a fielder's choice. You almost could say that's more, it's not technically an error, but it's a mental error because the second baseman doesn't touch the bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so
that's an error.
She reached and scored, and then 2 other errors allowed her to come in and score.
That's kind of like a fielding error, a placement error. You're not being in the right position error. That's what that is. And
Collinsworth started the inning with a solo home run, and it's kind of snowballed from there.
Let's see if Ashton Lannon can hit something.
That pitch hits the inside corner, and the count's 0-1. I think if you're a Seneca fan, if you had been told before today's game it'd be 4-3, and so that swung on and missed, and they try and get Hancock off the bag, and she's back safely. And that's counts 0-2. Yeah, that's a dangerous play. Hancock, they didn't throw threw back to the pitcher quickly. I think before the game, if Seneca was down 4-3 in the 6th, I think you'd take this. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. That will end the inning, but Seneca 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. There were 2 errors in the inning as well, and Seneca strands 2. 6 done here in Seneca. Seneca down 4-3 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Do you believe there's no such thing as absolute truth? If you say yes, then you are making an absolute statement. We believe that unchanging moral truth does exist. It comes from God, who loves you and gives it for your good. In fact, He went so far as to die for you and offer you forgiveness you cannot otherwise find. We want to help you learn the truth about heaven and what it means to have a personal relationship with Jesus. Call or text us at 888-NEED-HIM to learn more.
Cedar Lane Farm and Garden at 143 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca is your local feed dealer and a supporter of Seneca Indian sports. Offering vet, livestock, and pet products, Cedar Lane also carries a full line of farm and garden supplies. For more information, contact Cedar Farm and Garden on Cherokee Avenue in Seneca today. The number is 417-776-8231. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. through 2 p.m. for your convenience. Go Indians!
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
And we welcome you back as we hit the top of the 7th, 9-1-2 for Nevada here in the 7th, excuse me. Hendricks, and then back to the top of the order, as I think if you had told Seneca fans before the game after 6 innings you'd be down 4-3 and you're disappointed because you had runners at second and third with the chance to take the lead, I think every Seneca fan in the building would take that.
Hey, they have been battling all night long.
That first pitch is a ball, count 1-0. Hendricks has grounded out and popped out both to the pitcher.
Yeah, Callie has thrown strikes. She's only walked one, I think, and hit one. And the girls have only made 1 error in the field. they've been making plays behind her. This is a recipe for success.
That pitch is low. Count 2-0. You can't really afford to let this leadoff hitter on. It's the number 9 hitter, and you can't really afford to let her on for the top of the order.
Like I said, you make her earn it. If she's going to get on, you make her earn it.
So here comes the 2-0. That's inside, and the count's 3-0. I'm not sure if Callie's mad at herself or mad at him not calling that a strike. She's mad at somebody. I know that much. May just be herself.
Like I said, she wears her emotions right on her sleeve. Everybody knows it.
I think Hendricks is probably taking one, if not two, and she does not, and it's looped right to Stelz at first base. That's what I get for saying she's going to take one or two as she hits one foul.
Good play by Abby that time.
So 1 out here for the top of the order, and Kaylee Holcomb. Holcomb 1 for 2. She's been on base twice. She has singled and walked. She's also grounded out. So here comes the first pitch. Lofted in there to left center field and deep. That's easily 2. They're going to cut it off. And in at second base is Kaylee Holcomb. You could tell from the bat that that was 2. Good job by Fields to get it in quickly and not allow it to be 3. As Eaton comes to the plate. She singled her last AB. She's also been hit by a pitch and flew out to center.
Yeah, we've got 1 out. We need to see if we can't get the other 2 before this girl can score.
Yeah. It's a big insurance run for Nevada, especially because Seneca has 9-1-2 due up in their half of the inning as well. That ball hit sharply. Hancock can't make a play. They're going to throw it in. So runners at first and third. I mean, that one kind of handcuffed her. I think you got to give it a single on the play.
Yeah.
Because it'd be hard to get her out anyway. So the first 2 are on as Ella Hethman comes to the plate. She has popped out, flown out, and singled. Seneca obviously playing to cut that run down at home. Anything on the ground looks like you're coming home if you're the Indians. First pitch is in there for a strike, count 0-1.
If I'm Aston Landon, I'm probably more up the line than what she is. She's been just about halfway up the line all game. Now she's back even with the bag.
0-1 the count. Hethman can beat a run out to avoid a double play, so I think you're trying to prevent that. I mean, Hancock now playing back. That pitch is hit in the air, and it's down for a single, as that's a big insurance run for Nevada. Hethman the RBI, and it's now 5-3.
You can't blame him. She's throwing strikes, and they're just happen to hit it where we're not. I mean, that's just it. The grounder in between second or third and short, and then 2 shots out there to left field. I mean, they're earning it.
Yeah. Kalia Johnson's 0 for 3. Fly out, strike out, foul out. Seneca, you don't really care where you get an out. Just get an out.
Just get an out.
First pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-0. Can't let this inning snowball more than the 1 run. If you're Seneca, have to try and keep this at 5-3. So here comes the 1-0. Hit to third. You have to play at third, and she's safe. I mean, that was sharply hit. Your only opportunity was going to be at third. And a single for Johnson as McEnroy comes to the plate. And now the entire infield going to come in and have a talk.
Yeah, that ball was sharply hit and just kind of handcuffed Cordy up there at shortstop. I mean, just one hop and probably a lot of spin on that hop as well. And she had a hard time getting a hold of it. And
head coach,
it's tough.
Ali Stolte going to go out and talk to the entire infield now. They had a infield talk with themselves, and now head coach going to go out there and encourage them as well. You know, like you said, they're kind of earning it. You know, line out, double, single, single, single. So they're earning their keep here this inning.
Yeah, they're earning it, and that's what you have to do. You have to just make them earn it, and they're. You know, we could do the same thing. We can just hit the ball where they're not. That's what they're doing here, and that was just a sharp hit ball to Cordy. That's hard to come up with sometimes.
Thaddy McEnroy comes to the plate. Strikeout, pop out, both to to king.
Here we are all playing in, which opens up the singles even more. But you have to play in.
First pitch is foul tipped at the plate. So the count's 0-1. Cedar Lane Farm and Garden, Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolute Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine sponsoring the broadcast. This inning really can get away from you if McEnroy can find a gap.
It can. But, that's the only thing you can do is throw strikes and make them earn it.
So here comes the 0-1. That's popped in the air, foul. Davis can't get to it. The count's 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count here on McEnroy. Strikeout would be big here for the Lady Indians.
Yeah.
You take an out anywhere. Obviously, you prefer it at home, but anywhere would be okay for an out. Whether it be via strikeout or ground out, line out, however. That pitch is high and outside. This counts 1-2. Still 1 out in the inning. Nowhere to put McEnroy. You have a long ways to go before you have to worry about that, but 1-2 the count. I don't really want this to get to 2-2 or 3-2. Popped in the air. Infield fly is in effect. Rhodes will grab it for out number 2. That's a huge second out for Seneca. Haley Harding comes to the plate. She has reached base all 3 times. She's 2 for 3. Single, double, reached on a strikeout. That is a big second out for Seneca.
Yeah, big out there. Now we still got, anywhere. Still get the base, but still yet you don't have to. If you make the play at first base or something, the run doesn't count.
You can play back as Seneca you got an out at any base. So that first pitch is high for a ball. This counts 1-0. Two outs here in the inning. Seneca trying to keep this a 2-run game heading into their half of the 7th. 1-0. It's hit in the air to center, and Fields does not have to move very far. Seneca does a good job of stopping the bleeding for Nevada. 1 run, 4 base hits, no errors. They strand 3. Seneca needs 2 to tie and 3 to win here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
And we welcome you back. 9-1-2 for Seneca, needing 2 to tie and 3 to win. Plattner, Fields, Collinsworth, the 3-2 up. Plattner hits it to third. It's a slow roller in. She is. Oh, they call her out. It looked like she might be safe. It's a 5-3 putout. There's 1 down. And that's about as good as you can get from Plattner. As Fields comes to the plate, you need 1 person to reach to have any kind of opportunity. Fields 0 for 3, which means?
Due. She's been due all game. She's one of the better players around here and center fielder.
That pitch is high. Counts 1-0. Collinsworth, probably the one that has hit the ball the best against Eaton. Collinsworth is 2 for 3.
Well, if you're going to do anything, there's your top of your lineup. This is where you need to be right now.
So here comes the 1-0 to Fields. That's outside. Count 2-0. just barely outside.
Well, compared to some of the ones he's called today, he's given him that white line out there and the other couple times, but
2-0 count. Here comes the 2-0. Hits it sharply to third. Great play by the third baseman. Throws to first in time, and Seneca's last hope here is Maddie Collinsworth.
Yeah, she hit it hard, too, and handcuffed at third baseman. I mean, third baseman caught it against her body. She didn't catch it in her glove. She caught it in her body. That's how sharp it hit and right to her.
Yep.
Just a shame.
Collinsworth has to reach for Seneca to have an opportunity. So that pitch is outside for a ball. So counts 1-0. I think some of these scores that Seneca has had, even some of the losses, I think are going to surprise some people and probably make some people think as that pitch hits the outside corner. So counts 1-1. I think Seneca is not going to sneak up on anybody, even though the record isn't as great as it could be.
Yeah.
That pitch is swung on and missed. Count 1-2, and that's courtesy of what the last pitch was, because that's the same area, and she knows he's going to call it, so you got to swing.
Yeah, look for this and go inside.
So here comes the 1-2, and that's swung on and missed. It's the off-speed pitch. That will end the game. It's nothing doing for Seneca here in the 7th. Seneca falls to 3-10 overall, 2-2 in Big 8 play. Nevada improves to 13-3 overall, 5-0 in Big 8 play. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. After this break here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
People's Bank of Seneca. We care about your journey every step of the way. Since 1996, visit us in Joplin, Neosho, or Seneca. PeoplesBankOfSeneca.com. Member FDIC. Proud sponsor of area athletics. Let's score big together.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District. Tradition, pride, class.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local community and support local high school student athletes. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
And we welcome you back for the final time, the post-game show, Crowder College and the Seneca School District. And Daryl, I know this week so far they're 1-2, but A, you didn't get run ruled by anybody, and B, you just seem like they're building confidence throughout the year. They've won 3 of their past 5, and it just seems like they're getting better and better, and they're getting contributions from a whole lot of different people.
Yeah, that they're starting to play. They played the same position for all this time. They're getting used to this. Look at Jolie King out there on second base. You know how much work she gets in practice and work she gets in the game? I mean, she's making plays out there. McKaylee Mitchell makes plays at right field. I mean, everybody was making plays, the cutoff, the throw to second, to get the girl who's trying to stretch it out. They're making plays, and Callie Rose did a good job of pitching. You throwing strikes. If you're going to make them, if they're going to score runs, you want them to earn it. And in the last inning, they had 4 hits, but they only got 1.
Yeah.
And that's because we was making plays, the plays that we could make behind them. And we played a very good team. They played a very good team tonight and had a good chance to win the game.
Yeah, you think about that 6th, 1 out, runners at first and third. A couple missed popped-up bunts by Rayleigh Davis. If you somehow get that down, you're tied at 3. That 7th inning may look a little bit different. You potentially have a go-ahead run at second instead of the tying run at third. Things can look a little bit different, but hey, they haven't really been in situations, so this will only help them down the road.
Yeah, they're getting there. They're doing what they need to do to have a chance to win. Now they're going ahead in the Branson tournament. Girls are going to go down there and probably spend the night. One time I thought they were talking about leaving tonight as well. Spend 2 nights down there, but still yet you're going down to be together and to play, and every one of those girls are trying to have they're having a good time together, but they want to help each other win. That's the main thing.
Yeah. First, Seneca, Callie Rhodes takes the loss. 7 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, 1 base on ball, 5 strikeouts. Peyton Eaton, the victory here tonight. She went 7 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 base on ball, and 11 strikeouts for her. For Seneca, our next Seneca broadcast, football-wise, tomorrow night as Seneca faces Monette. Seth will join us for that. Our next Seneca softball broadcast will be Monday afternoon, special broadcast, Monday afternoon, 3 p.m. start time, 2:40 air time here from Seneca. Seneca faces Joplin. For Seneca, 3 runs, 5 hits, 5 left. For Nevada, 5 runs, 10 hits, 7 left. Your final score one more time, Nevada 5 and Seneca 3. For For Coach Daryl Harbaugh and Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. Thank you so much for watching high school softball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.